kutuula mu ntebe, kwogera na mikwano gyo, labirira awaka. Okulabirira awaka kwe kuliwa? Yoza ebintu, siimula ennyumba ogirongoose, yoza engoye, yoza emmotoka. Bw'obeera mukulu awaka, take care of your siblings, balabirire balage ekyokola. Ng'omwana omulenzi omaakuma baganda bo n'abawala baleme kubeera nga babakolako ebintu ebikyamu. Olina okubeera n'ekyokola awaka ne weeteekako omuwendo ng'omwana. Era njagala muve wano nga mukyuse. Waliwo ababadde tebabikola ebyo nga mwe mulina bamaidi ewaka. Bameka wano abalina bamaidi ewaka? Can you put up your hands if you have maids at home? Those who have maids at home, put up your hands. We said you have to listen to instructions. If you have maids at home, mwana temulina bamaidi. Naye ne bwe muba temulina oba mulina, maidi akola naawe olina okugwikola. Abawala mulina okuwaata. Abamu temwagala kukwata ku matooke n'ebyo ebyenjawulo. Your duty as a girl child, you have to make sure oyambako manyi okufumba ne maidi okufumba, that each and everything is tidy at home. Ebyo mulina obikola. Ebyo mulina obikola. Mwekumireko mu ngalo kuba mugenda bikola ebyo, that you are going to do that. Clap for yourselves. I'm going to ask you to put up your hand, your right hand. Put up your right hand. All of you put up your right hand. You're going to say, I. And then you put your name. I, Lieutenant Mika, you put your name, I, Lieutenant Mika, promise that I'm going to be a responsible child in a home. Say it again. And one of the things I'm going to dwell on is personal hygiene. Personal hygiene, we are talking about buyonjo, we are talking about cleanliness. So personal hygiene is cleanliness of you as an individual. And if you do not follow the rules of personal hygiene, you will be despised. So that is why I wrote in that verse. Of course, there are many things, conduct, the way you talk, the way you walk, but now I am dwelling on obuyonjo. Personal hygiene, these are conditions and practices that maintain health and prevent disease. Okay? So we have to be clean as individuals to make sure we are healthy and prevent disease. We all know when you drink unboiled water, you're getting a disease. For example, cholera or typhoid. So we have to be clean, drink boiled water to be able to prevent disease and stay healthy so you don't have to run around to hospitals. So why am I interested in hygiene? Why are we talking about it? And what is special about hygiene? Our different age groups, the way we are, of course we are all growing. Yeah? And as we grow, as we study, we talk about puberty or adolescence. I am sure when we talk about teen, someone who is in that teen age, that's adolescence gone for you. And if we are starting from age 10 upwards, puberty starts and you are an adolescent proper. Now, why am I discussing hygiene for our age groups? At puberty or adolescence, we grow. We develop, and then for my older people, 13, 15, 16 and above, we understand something about hormones. With adolescence, call hormones or special juices that come in our bodies to make us grow into adolescence and through, and also into adulthood. Now, with our growth, our bodies change. Do we agree that our bodies change? Do you agree that your body changes? Okay, and these are normal things. So part of the changes we appreciate is the sizes increase. Okay? Some of us remain small until P7. When you go to S1, you come back, you actually realize height has increased. You're growing, and these are normal things. Okay? So there's an increase in body size. There's an increase in body hair that you know. And then there's increased sweating. Okay? Little children do not really sweat much, even when they are very active. So it's only as we grow that we sweat more. And this is because the body knows that it is growing, it is changing, and those are part of the changes that happen, and they are normal. Okay? And then still as we develop, the way we smell also changes. Those are normal things. I am going to re-emphasize normal. Byabulamu bili okay. Oli wadembe okutuyana because you're growing. But because of personal hygiene, ounya otya. Okay? Because I've said the smell will change. But how are you smelling? And now I am going back to do not be despised because you're young. You don't want to be the person who walks around smelling for the whole village like a he-goat. Yeah? Nga buli woyise buli omwama n'oyiseewo mubi kubanga owunya bubi. Yeah? But remember, it is okay. When the hormones are increasing, the smell will change. But personal hygiene is teaching us to manage that smell so that you don't leave a bad mark wherever you pass or as we grow. Okay? Some of us, I know the girls might walk around with a bit of powder, but even increased shining is because your body produces more oil as you grow. And it is still a normal thing. Okay? So emphasizing hygiene is just basically to help us manage those changes that are happening to us. Okay? So, if the oil is a lot on your face, we just need a gentle wash for the face. That's it. To reduce on the oil, and your hygiene is sorted. Okay? Then when we look at sweat and body odor, okay? When you're sweating too much, then you need to know what to do. Alright? Now, for us to be able to address sweating, excessive sweating and body odor, we need to bathe. I can't overemphasize that one. This is Tege has talked about. As for the boys, I love you, but let's bathe. Yeah? I know we can even say, and today I'm going to be very kind and say, okay, at least once a day. Not once a week. And we are able to bathe. Okay? And it will just take you soap and water and a clean towel, and bacteria go off your body. Yeah? And we have to be able to pay attention to sensitive body parts as we bathe. Alright? So you have to pay attention to your ears, pay attention to your underarms. For those of us who are really growing, you know, there are areas where we're growing a lot of hair, and when that hair stays there, it traps sweat, traps bacteria, contributes to the bad smell. So let's bathe. Okay? And after you have bathed, make sure you dry yourself properly. There are people who walk around with smelly feet. Simply because you're not in between the toes, then you slip in your shoes. Sometimes they are damp shoes or wet shoes. Okay, don't put them where you get it and the flies run away. we say flies like rotten things, but by the time they run away from your feet, it's getting sussy. So the plot is we are bathing with soap and water, we are drying ourselves thoroughly using a clean towel, and then thereafter we are dressing up in clean clothing. Okay? Now, for those of us, if you identify that you sweat a lot, try to invest in cotton clothes. And what is that cotton? Zinwe tuyo. Okay? So when you're wearing something cotton, boys, your vests are good at that, so just make sure that you're wearing something. If you're sweating too much, it's able to suck that sweat and it doesn't stay on your body too much because it contributes to the smell. We talk about antiperspirants or deodorants only for those that can be able to afford them. If you sweat too much, they're what we call antiperspirant roll-ons. So it helps a lot. And deodorants give you a different smell. I don't want us to be tempted to replace bathing with perfumes or colognes. No matter waking at perfume or so let us keep clean to make sure to eat our bulungi. If you have increased body hair in places, shave it away. Trim the body hair, because remember, it's going to hold sweat, it's going to bring bacteria, and then you will end up being in my bad books of people who are smelling. Dental hygiene. Okay? We need to brush our teeth, we need to rinse our mouth. Some of us like whispering, but you don't want someone to come close to you and okay? This season is quite hot. I know my son is here, but I'm always telling him drink water, because I know when your body doesn't have enough water, then you get very concentrated and you might end up having a bad smell. So encourage yourselves to drink a lot of water so that your body is well hydrated, and then you can be able to move around without smelling very concentrated. Okay? Looking at the dental hygiene, I want us to limit the use of toothpicks. Of course, the dental doctors will tell you it is better to floss. F-L-O-S-S, kabanga kawuzi, koisa makati gamanyo ne kajjamu emmere wagamiddemu. Toothpicks zono nebibuno, they destroy the gums. So you're better using that floss to clean between the teeth. Okay? And then while you're indulging in sweet things, chocolate, cakes, whatever, make sure you take the sugar off your teeth. Okay? Rinse your mouth after sugar or brush, because bacteria like sugar. So if sugar remains in your mouth is going to smell, and then bacteria will feed there. For my ladies 13 and above, there's what we call menstrual hygiene, but I know we shall have a deeper discussion about that, but that is also very, very important. We need to take care of our fingernails. Trim them. Trim your fingernails. Work on your toenails. Those hide a lot of germs. Wash your hands every so often. We need to keep clean. So after toilet, before eating, after eating, wash your hands. That is all personal hygiene. While I am rounding up on personal hygiene, I want to mention sleep hygiene. Sleep hygiene. No kweba kweta bobuyonjo. Bagambye nkube wonyaawo. Okweba kweta bobuyonjo. You need to sleep well. You need It's holiday time. Some of us are watching a lot of TV and failing to sleep. But it is not good for your health. It's not good for your health. You need to really have enough time to sleep to keep healthy. Okay? Yes. You need a peaceful sleep, a comfortable sleep, and in a dark sleep environment. Switch the lights off. So just create a calm environment so you're able to rest well. Okay? Now I am going to quickly talk about general hygiene. Part of our responsibilities involve keeping our places clean. Now, food hygiene and water hygiene. We are going to wash that mango, we'll wash that guava, that chitaferi, that apple, whatever. We shall always make sure that we clean our food in our environment. And then at home, let us maintain our home hygiene. Clean the house, clean the space around. Yeah, the bushes shouldn't enter through the window at home while you're there. Part of our responsibility. Our bedrooms, dear. People sleep in bed sheets until they are what color. Then sometimes I am like, buy brown ones so that we don't see the dirt. Yeah? Make sure you wash. And remember, we sleep and sweat. That night dress, those bed sheets need justice. You need to wash them. Keep them really clean. When you run out of your bed in the morning, have time to return and make that bed. Okay? I know there's an excuse of I first aerate. Yes, aerate, come back. Some of these things, you do them now, you will not forget them. Just imagine an adult who can't make a bed. Okay? So make sure you do that from an early age. Our toilets and latrine spaces, dear. Some of us have toilets at home, but we don't even care to flush after use. Make sure you're able to flush that toilet after use. Do not leave it for the maid. Hello? Yes, I am talking about that toilet. After use, make sure you flush it. I keep telling my people, they know, after using the toilet, when you stand up, look there. Okay? Turn around and see if you can just walk up without flushing. It's a bad sight for the next person to come in. So make sure, keep the toilets clean. Clean that space. A clean toilet means a clean person. The latrine spaces. Mrs. Teddy said I grew up somewhere, but yes, I grew up in a place where we smoke the latrine. So that is still a role we can do, and it's part of our areas. That bathroom, I think some of you have heard of people who sleep and fall in bathrooms. It's because after bathing, olekamo sabuni, and when it accumulates, it becomes slippery. So make sure you clean up even after bathing. As for the kitchens, I don't know how many of you go into the kitchens, you still need to clean up. Clean those sinks. Don't just clog the sink. Don't throw things anyhow. Make sure all those places are really clean. And then I am looking at waste management, but we talked a bit about waste management throughout that trash. Okay. And then also we talked about respiratory hygiene. Some of these things we do, but it's part of our routine. If you have a cough, how do you cough? Where do you spit if it is a productive cough? Some of us sneeze oba twasimulira eggwanga lyonna. When you feel like sneezing, you just let it go for the whole clan. There is hygiene in doing that. So let's work on those areas, okay? I think last evening, I still had my group of teenagers, and I was like, you people, you bathe, yes, but still you wash a towel at some point. Even after bathing, you dry yourself, the towel gets dirty. Are you clean? Yeah? I know you need to keep that in mind and know actually this body is always shedding things and it really has to be cleaned up. Yeah. I beg to pause there at this point. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so very much. She really needs a very big round of applause. Thank you so very much, Dr. Navate Violet, for that wonderful session of personal and general hygiene. Without taking much of your time, I will usher in Captain Comrade.
Thank you. Before I get into dissecting my share of the bargain, allow me to supplement on Doctor's presentation, or to rather draw the last nail in your respective coffins so that we can understand each other clearly. I understand clearly that all of us use bathrooms. True? 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 True. How often do you get a brush to scrub this bathroom, including the walls? Because when you have a sponge with soap, you literally find yourself that as you're scrubbing your body, the foam will spread on the wall. True? How often do you think about not just the floor, but also this wall? Because at the end of the day, when you are going out of the bathroom, in one way or the other, your body will pass by the wall. Some of you, when you get into a toilet and it is smelly, you know how to remove the tops, you remove the t-shirts or your blouse, and you hang them somewhere so that you access the latrine or the toilet. Yet it ought to have been your responsibility to ensure that where you are going, one, it is clean, and you leave it cleaner than you found it. Are we together, ladies and gentlemen? Are we together, friends? Some of you, even when you are lucky to have a night dress, tonight you are the night dress, tomorrow night you shall be the same, tomorrow next you shall be the same night dress. You even reach an extent of picking it and you want to smell coal. Or when you say, some of you, even when it gets to stockings, especially with my brothers and sons, the stockings are on today, even tomorrow next, the same stockings. Friends, you even put on the same stockings to an extent that when you are walking, you begin to feel the feet are kind of, can I call it sticky? The moment you begin to sweat, you literally feel there is some stiffness in your feet. That is being unhygienic. I know there are some of my friends, when it comes to slashing, when it comes to slashing, you literally peep there and you have your own perfume, self-made, eh? Self-made perfume. Okay, I know some age group is not listening, but some of you, the moment you remove this underpant or knicker, you look at it and you're like, oh. And you want to put on the same underpant. Okay. That same knicker. Some of you, even when you have removed this kalega, you push it underneath your pillow. You find a lot of trouble with cleaning your own body. Ladies and gentlemen, one day I was seated, heading to town like I've come today, and I was seated next to a very nicely dressed lady. Two things happened. I saw a bed bag protruding and taking its strolls from her collar. A bed bag, for heaven's sake. You can't imagine how nicely dressed this girl was. You know bed bugs? You know them. I remember back then in our times, whenever we would see them, we would call them convoy. Because when you find one, there must be another one and another one and another one. So it is a convoy. Are we together, friends? Then when it comes to cleaning these ears, oh my God. That same lady I saw as she tried to, shake her hair, like she was trying to put her hair right. You know how some people can be, like you shake your hair to put it better. Now, as she was trying to pick a phone call, I don't know what really happened, and then as she turned a little bit, her ear was messy. Ears. Some of you, when you enter the bathroom, you just throw onto your bodies. Like actually, you even want to listen in and find out whether your parents are listening in, whether you're showering. You even hear somebody throwing water on the wall. Wait, when literally this person is just in water on the wall. But this is your body, friends. Some of you step into the bathroom that you're going to bathe, and then you pick a toothbrush. My father told me that if you to ever brush as long as a song. Brush as long as a song can be. You know how to sing, all of you, not so? Imagine you're singing To God Be the Glory, and it takes about 3 minutes. So as you're brushing, to God be the glory, great things He has done, for He loved the world that He gave us His Son, for He. Again, take your time. This is your mouth, not your neighbor's mouth. Are we together, friends? Are we together? I know you do some of these things. I know I have my clients here. Clean that body. The Bible teaches us that your body is the temple of the Lord. How will your body be the temple of the Lord when it is dirty? Are we together? Are we together, ladies and gentlemen? Let's give it up for Doctor for having through a very beautiful session.
Mr. Mwambus, Can we stretch for a minute before Captain comes in?
Please get up.
Stand up, stand up, stand up. I love it when it is made faster because it is your body, you know.
One hand up. Just one hand. I don't know if it's so tight. Okay, one hand up. Try to pick something down slowly, 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 slowly. Touch. Get out again, slowly. Pull the hand in. I said, next time your neighbor. You have a neighbor there, eh? I have a master here. And you just ask them to. Are you holding hands? Like you. So play for us any song there. Mr. Pidi, any song. That's it. Song. Yeah, wow. Good. Are you holding hands? You're going to spell the word teams. Okay, with your body. Body and mouth. You just say T E